Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to tell you a bit about my adventures at Hellfest. The big highlights of my weekend were that I got an autograph from the guitarist of Bad Omens, which is my favorite band, so that was extremely exciting. And I talked to someone who could arrange for me to interview the Warning again. Yeah, so let me tell you all about my weekend. I took the train to get there and we rented a car to go from Nantes to Clisson, where the festival is. And I have to say, the day of, I was tired, but we went and had a nice breakfast in order to get the energy we needed. Last year I went alone, but this year I had my boyfriend with me, which made the experience more fun, I have to say. Hello everyone, so we are about to leave and get the car to go to Hellfest, and I thought I would do a little chat while I am putting my makeup on and stuff. Today, the people that we kind of really want to see are the Pretty Reckless and Bring Me the Horizon. I just don't know if I have that dog in me for Bring Me the Horizon because the show is at 11:30 p.m. So, you know me, I like to be in bed early. Well, I like to be in bed early and then do my stuff and go to sleep late. So yeah, this is gonna be a challenge for me. It is incredibly hot, kind of worryingly so. Today it's going to be 36 degrees. It's already 31 Celsius and it's very hot. We can tell that it's going to be an intense day. I think we're gonna arrive, right now it's 1 p.m. So we might be there, arrive at the parking around 3 p.m. if we leave in about an hour. So then we're gonna have to walk and stuff like that. When we arrive, I'm going to do my interviews of people, which is always an intense exercise because it is not easy to go up to strangers and be like, hey, you give me 10 minutes of your time and I ask you questions and I film you. This is intense. But this year I have my boyfriend with me and I got him tickets too. So it's going to be, I think, easier for me, especially since last year it was my first time being at Hellfest and it was my first time being at such an event as a creator. So I had to apply, but you get an invitation. So I don't know, I had a lot of pressure and this year is the second time and I have my boyfriend with me, so it's going to be, I think, easier than last year. Last year when I arrived in the VIP zone and stuff, it was my first time ever experiencing something like that. I was like, wow, what am I doing here? I'm keeping it very simple makeup wise because I'm gonna sweat it out anyways. It's really funny because my boyfriend, he doesn't listen to metal as much as me, but he looks the part way more than I do. Come here, he has long hair and this is the Warning t-shirt that I bought him when we got to the show, and he looks way more like a metalhead than I do. Sorry, but oh, that's so funny because he asked me is it gonna be okay? Yeah, he said I don't want to look fake, and I was like, you look less fake than I do. He's gonna blend in perfectly. But yeah, he's gonna be my emotional support today. Thank you. I was very nervous because I've had big health problems for the last 2 weeks. After the Bondmaid show, I spent my whole time in bed. I've been diagnosed with endometriosis. Well, we are unsure about the diagnosis now, given my symptoms, but anyway, I have a chronic condition. I suffer from chronic pain, and yeah, the last 2 weeks were very hard. I've started getting better like 2 days ago, which I was so stressed because I was like, I really want to go to Hellfest and be in the conditions to make content around it, because as I have like an invitation, it's part of the deal, you know, you have to make good content around like the festival, and you have to make content that performs. So in order to do that, you need to have energy and enough physical strength. And I was very nervous that I wouldn't have that, but I do. I think I'm gonna be okay. But anyway, just to tell you that I was quite nervous about that. For now, I'm keeping my glasses, but just before I arrive at the festival, I'm gonna put my contacts, because with the sweat and all, I want to have my contacts with me, and I think I'm ready. Teeth are brushed, girl is clean, makeup is done, my bag is almost ready. I think we are all set. Let's go! One thing that I really appreciate about Hellfest is how well it is organized, and I know that the ticket is quite expensive, but all of the services with it make it worth it, in my opinion, because the parking is free. The bus to go from the parking to the festival is free, so it makes it easy to go, which was nice because it was really, really hot. So having these reliable services was a big plus. And there is no additional fees for these things. So when we arrived with my boyfriend, we went to the press tent immediately because there was a little bit of AC and it was so hot outside. Like, we needed a minute to gather ourselves and be ready. We just arrived. Hey, so we've already interviewed 3 people, or 3 group of people. So I'm really excited. I want to interview at least 10 people, because honestly everybody I talk to is so nice and interesting and passionate, and this is what makes me fall in love with Hellfest, honestly. It's talking to the festival goers. So yeah, we have 3 people, 7 to go. I'm gonna try to do everyone today. And I also added a little challenge at the end of my interviews, like, you have 60 seconds to name me 20 groups of metal, and it's so fun. So far the 3 people have succeeded, so let's see if the next can too. So the main things that I did on Thursday were interviewing people. I think in total I have 13 people over 8 interviews, so I'm really happy with that. And all the people I talked with were so nice and so fun to exchange with. I like it because every time I cut the camera, we stay together, we chat a little more, and I find this super nice. But then we stopped and we went to see the Pretty Reckless, because they were the band that I really, really wanted to see. I knew a few songs, I did a reaction to them for my channel, but I hadn't dig really deep into their music, and I like discovering artists' lives, so it was really fun. They captured the energy of Hellfest so well, they were really in tune with the crowd, and honestly they gave a great show. And I will compare this with Bad Omens a little later at the end of the video. Overall, they were my favorite show between the Thursday and the Sunday, the 2 days that I was there. And after the Pretty Reckless, we did another interview, and then we went and watched Deep Purple. I really wanted to take the time to watch them, you know, watch some of the OG hard rock bands. And honestly, like, I think they're like 80 something. They're still very impressive on stage, and like, that's crazy. I don't know how they do it. Like, I'm 26 and I am tired. once we were done with the shows we wanted to see, we went and had dinner because by this time we were like starving. Around like 9, the sun started to get lower and lower and the heat calmed a little, not too much, but just enough to feel slightly better, which was already nice. So we walked a little around with my boyfriend. I'm showing you the VIP zone on the screen right now. And we went outside to admire the statue of Ozzy Osbourne because like in the morning or in the afternoon there are so many people who are arriving. We didn't really have the time to enjoy it, and also there was so much sun. So at night we were alone and it was chill and we got to admire it. I also went and showed my boyfriend around Helsinki and I showed him the different shops, especially the one where you can get a tattoo of the Hellfest logo, which I think is really funny. We also saw the animatronics, La Gardienne des Ténèbres, such a beautiful creation. At night, like she wasn't working when we went, but we saw her the next day and it was amazing. Seeing Hellfest as the sun is setting is really nice, and then they start to light fires everywhere and it looks so epic and beautiful. At night I had planned on watching Bring Me the Horizon, but I didn't have the courage in the end. I have to admit I was too tired, I was exhausted and I could not function at all. So we just walked around 5 minutes to see Hellfest at night and it's so beautiful, but then we got home because I couldn't like stay awake anymore. On Friday and Saturday we didn't go to the festival. My boyfriend was working on Friday and I rested and started editing some videos, and on Saturday we visited the Cathedral of Nantes and it was so beautiful. Hello everyone, so I'm getting ready for the second day. I had tickets for Thursday and Sunday, so it's about 1 o'clock right now. We're gonna leave soon. The things that I really want to do today are the guitarist from Bad Omens is signing things, so I'm gonna try to go there. Okay, to be fully transparent, my health is really bad, so I don't have energy. So most of the day honestly is gonna be about surviving. So if I have the energy, what I want to do, I wanted to keep doing interviews, but I won't because my health is not good enough. I don't have the energy to go outside and interview people, to be honest, which I'm very sad about, but you know, I have to prioritize, and I have a pimple also, that's annoying, but it is what it is. So yeah, what I really want to do also is try to find the guy who's responsible for the Warnings PR in France, because I'd really like to go try to catch an interview. If I can get an interview, that would be amazing for us, wouldn't it be? Makeup is done. Also, there's a big heat wave, so we're gonna see. But yeah, I wanna get an autograph from Bad Omens. I want to talk to the Warning PR. So those are the two things, honestly. If I do that, this is gonna be like, my job will be done. Concert wise, I'd love to see Architects and Bad Omens. I find it so funny that now Hellfest is like the biggest festival in Europe, or maybe the second one, I don't remember, but like maybe Wacken is as big, and it is in the absolute middle of nowhere. You're going to see on my videos showing you how we got there with my boyfriend. It like truly isn't such a small town. It's really fun. So the crazy thing with Hellfest is that people can't wait for hours to get merch, and that really discouraged me from trying. But on Sunday when we got here, there was no one. And it was like around 3 p.m. By this time, pretty much everything is sold out. So that's why there isn't almost anyone anymore, which is crazy. But honestly, we went and checked it, and the t-shirts that we would have wanted anyways, they were still here. So we were like, damn, we just waited, like, we didn't even wait. And we got our t-shirts. We also bought one for one of our friends. And this lasted maybe 4 minutes between the time when we were like, oh, there's no queue. We went, we bought, we left. And I know we're lucky because the t-shirt we wanted was still available and pretty much everything else was sold out. But yeah, I was like, what the hell? Why are people waiting for so long? I'm like, that's crazy. Because like the queue can go up to, I don't know, I've seen like 2 hours, 3 hours, and honestly, during a heat wave, that's too crazy for me. So on Saturday, while I was resting, I kind of browsed on the Hellfest app, and I checked Bad Omens like little card, and when I scrolled, I noticed that they said that Joachim Karlsson, the guitarist, would be signing autographs at the ESP Guitars 10 in Hell City. And I was super confused because I was like, this is huge, but this wasn't really advertised. And when I talked with people in the queue, like, people were like, yeah, I kind of found it by chance. Someone told me. Someone got a phone notification, but it wasn't like anything major, like there wasn't any major communication around this, which is a little crazy because he's literally the guitarist of one of the biggest bands playing this year. So I was like so fucking happy that I found this out because I went an hour early. I had about 15 people in front of me and it was quite efficient. So I waited like 3 minutes, 5 minutes, honestly. So yeah, I waited an hour before he arrived, but then it went super fast. He said hello, I got my autograph. I asked for one for my friend who also really loves Bad Omens. And yeah, it was super quick. But I have an autograph from the guitarist of my favorite band. So that was a nice surprise because I really didn't know this was happening. I found this by chance, like, right before, and like and like now I have this autograph. I am so freaking happy. And I chatted with a girl in the queue. She was the cutest and the nicest, so it was overall a very fun time. Now, the thing that you have to know is that I've been exchanging with Main Square because the Warning are playing there in July, and I've been trying to get like a media pass. The person I talked to told me that it would be possible if Olivier, the person who's responsible for the Warning PR in France, was okay with me doing an interview. And the thing is, he was present at Hellfest, so I knew I had to go talk to him. So on Sunday, what I also really wanted to do was find him. We found him really like by chance. I asked someone where I could find him. They told me I'd had to wait until 7 p.m. So my boyfriend and I, we went in the press tent just to rest a little bit because it was less hot than outside. And when we got out, I saw Olivier. So I was like, wait. Told my boyfriend, wait. And I went to talk to Olivier right away. So I don't have a confirmation yet, but there's a big chance I can interview the Warning again this year. Not confirming anything until, it's final. After that, all of the stressful things were done for me. I had all the content I wanted. So I showed my boyfriend around the whole Hellfest zone. And we took some time to go on the Ferris wheel to have a beautiful view. I'm becoming a little more afraid of heights as time passes by, so I have to admit I was a little stressed when we were there, but I tried to focus on filming beautiful shots for the vlog and for social media, because it's honestly really fun and impressive to see such a big festival from up high. I think it's a really, really nice touch that they have that on the side. I was really happy because on Sunday I had the energy to go watch Bad Omens. And I don't talk about them too much on my channel, but they really, really are my favorite band. And I saw them twice in Paris, once at the beginning of 2024 and once at the end of 2025. In between those two times, the upgrade of the venue was huge. The first time I saw them, it was for about 1,500 people, maybe 2,000 people. And the second time it was at Le Zénith, which can welcome about 7,000 people, I believe. So the upgrade was major. The thing is, Bad Omens is great with the artistry and how it translates visually, even on stage. They really respect their universe. I just thought the problem was that the beautiful show they crafted translates a little less well in a festival, because the concert is often cut to play tapes and they retell kind of a story that you follow through the show, and they kept that for the festival format, and it doesn't work at all because it kept cutting the energy of the crowd, and I really felt it with the people around me. I was in the back and I could tell like people didn't know Bad Omens, weren't fans, weren't singing, they didn't know the songs. So like sometimes they had the energy when Bad Omens played, but whenever the tapes were playing, the energy completely died. And the big problem is that when you're at the back, you are close to another stage. And this wasn't a problem when I was listening to Architects or other artists throughout the day, because the sound of the main stage is so big. But during Bad Omens, with the tapes and some of the softer parts of songs, I heard the sound of the other stage a lot, and that wasn't really great. Yeah, I just really think they shouldn't have kept the tapes. I understand that they want to keep their show, but in festivals, you know, it's not like your fans, it's people who are there for the festival and who discover like artists. At least this is what happens at Hellfest. So yeah. Also, small thing, but the singer, you could tell that he had a problem with his voice, because the thing is, he's an amazing vocalist. The problem is when he's feeling good and when he's at the top of his game, he is so great that whenever he's not at the top of his game, you can tell it right away. And honestly, it's not too big of a problem because he held a great show with a beautiful vocal performance. But it's just that after having seen them in December, where it was like really at the top, it was slightly less good, but it was like still very, very nice. So yeah, liked it a little less than when I saw them. Just for their show in a festival, I thought it translated a little less well. And after that, we left Hellfest. It was such a nice experience, and it's really rewarding to get a media accreditation to go there, because I work a lot on this channel and this feels like a big reward, and it makes me feel like I'm accomplishing something, honestly. Now, also, the reason why I can afford to go to Hellfest is thanks to my Patreons and the people who support me on Coffee, because we had to pay for the train, for the car, for the accommodation. I paid for my boyfriend's tickets. So it's quite a few fees that add up, and thanks to the money I make with this channel, I will be able to pay that. So again, I cannot stress enough how much your help on Patreon and Coffee contributes to this channel growing. So thank you. If you had a good time watching this video, like it and share it with a friend. If you want to see my face again and follow my adventures, subscribe and activate the bell. My interviews of the festival goers are going to come out very soon. And otherwise, I was your host Leo. This was my vlog of Hellfest 2026, and I will see you very soon. Bye!